No contact or zero contact is one of the best ways to deal with narcissists. It keeps them out of your way, out of your life, and you are just free from their manipulations and control. But it is only super effective if you are able to also keep the narcissist flying monkeys at arm's length. Flying monkeys are those who side with the narcissist or believe the narcissist's lies. They can be just as ruthless and toxic as the narcissist and will be working to keep you under the narcissist's control. That is why being able to spot and eliminate these flying monkeys is just as important as going no contact from the narcissist. Because as I explained in this video, just going no contact with the narcissist alone in many cases will not be enough, as the narcissist will use these flying monkeys to pry into your life and affect how others view you, which will make it impossible for you to really move on. But if you are able to successfully establish no contact, the narcissist will go ballistic, as they find it very offensive and it can cause a narcissistic injury so grave that the narcissist never recovers from the loss of that supply. But before I go any further, I just want to welcome and thank everyone for clicking on this video. If you find it useful, please do not forget to like and subscribe for more videos, because my channel is all about exposing narcissists by helping you understand how they work. I would also like to give a shout out to some of my latest channel members who are Howard Anderson and Vanetta Cooper Simmons. Thank you for deciding to support my channel financially. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so no contact can be powerful. Unfortunately, not everyone can implement it due to maybe having children with a narcissist or simply not being able to totally disconnect from a narcissist for whatever reason. But for those narcissists we are able to black out completely from our lives, it can make them very angry. And it is because narcissists are controlling and they believe that only they should decide who they no longer want in their life. They are the ones who should decide whether they should block you, ignore you, or abandon you, not you. And even if the narcissist discarded you, you can still implement no contact, because narcissists like to make U-turns back into our lives when it benefits them. They also like to remain in contact with their exes to keep feeding off of them. So it is important to ensure that a narcissist can never waltz back into your life whenever they want to. You need to block them and do whatever you can to keep that door shut. And when we make the decision to cut them off, their initial response is usually that of anger or rage. And though they may not show it, they are boiling inside. The anger then turns to shame, but this is an emotion that they desperately try to avoid. So to cope with a supply going no contact, in their delusional minds, they may start to deny that that is what has happened. Narcissists are delusional, but some are more deluded than others, and dependent on how useful you were to them, they will refuse to accept that you don't want anything to do with them. No contact tells the narcissist that you don't need them. It screams their irrelevance in your life, and this is a reality that narcissists will not accept. So them denying that this is what is happening is a coping mechanism. Some can go on to act unbothered and just try to secure other sources of supply. But they are thinking to themselves that you will come back around when you are ready. In their minds, you are just having a time out, but all will be well in time. On the other hand, there are those narcissists who become obsessed and refuse to let your absence slide. Some can succumb to their addictions and just lose the will to live. Others make it their life purpose to try and get you back or just make it impossible for you to move on. So this can lead to them carrying out certain desperate acts like creating fake social media accounts to make contact with you or to stalk your every movement, showing up at your house, your job, places that you frequent. Because when a narcissist is not finished with someone or still competing with someone, they just need to know what is going on in their lives. So even if they don't speak to you, just knowing what you are up to and letting you know that they are lurking is important to them. The narcissist would also deny to themselves and others that they are the ones who pushed you away and that something therefore must be wrong with you. And that will be their excuse to reach out to you to make sure that you are okay. They would spew this lie to family and friends, hoping someone is able to put them in contact with you or let you know about their feigned concern for you. This is to provoke you to reach out to them to clarify or provide closure. But any conversation with a narcissist is a trap. They may also use this opportunity to give one of their fake general apologies, like whatever it is they did, they are sorry, or they are sorry that you feel the way that you feel, etc. The narcissist just needs to have a way of communicating with you so that they can get into your head again and make you feel guilty or doubt yourself. This is all done to try to wheel you back in, only to hurt you and later discard you. Because that is what the narcissist wants. They want to be the one in control. They want to be the one calling the shots. So if you ever take back a narcissist after you discarded them or went no contact, you will be later discarded and blocked. It is important to understand that a narcissist can hate you and be angry with you, but still beg for you to come back and still smile in your face while pretending everything is okay. These people are delusional, persistent, and dangerous. In the mind of the narcissist, it is only about how dare you do this to them, how dare you walk away from them, how dare you block or disappear on them. So they are only thinking about getting you back so that they can punish you. The narcissist will never forgive you for going no contact, and they will always be hoping to be able to execute some sort of revenge. Because although they try to deny that you've gone no contact and the reasons why you have, they will never forget how it made them feel, and it is all your fault. But to conclude, going no contact can free you from the narcissist's control. It can help you to heal and recover from narcissistic abuse. It can allow you to flourish outside of a toxic relationship. The narcissist knows the impact they have on our lives. They know how their presence and influence can keep us back, make us sick, and just overall stunted. They know their game is only effective if they can manipulate us. So when we break ties with a narcissist, physically and emotionally, we are taking away their control and we are telling them we do not need them. And as much as they may try to deny this reality, they still have to deal with the consequences and the fact that they have lost a source of supply. The narcissist needs you more than you need them. So every source of supply that disconnects from the narcissist is a loss in their book. And narcissists hate losing. Therefore, they can never forget those that walk away from them. Okay, that is it for today. Please do share your thoughts below. Have a blessed week, everyone, and many thanks for listening.